dedicated to the coronation of the Oba Obaseki Kingdom.
All right, my people, we're back here again. Thank you very much. Wow, what a day! What a day! We are back here. We are back here. If you're right here, help us to share. Help us to share. Help us to share. As you all know, say Obaseki talk and say who not go do vaccine for so date like this. You know, by 15th of September, he talk and before. He said they're not going to enter public spaces like public places like church, mosque, workplace, and all that. Then they can't carry and go court. So they carry and go court, they can't win Obaseki for court. As they win Obaseki for court, everybody can't call us, they jubilate. Thank God, though, they don't win Obaseki, they don't win Obaseki. Few hours later, now Obaseki talk and say, wait till court they talk, now you they talk. Wait till me they talk, now my own they talk. If you not comply, you're not going to work, you're not going to church, you're not going to mosque, you're not going to do party, you're not going to do marriage, wedding, you're not going to do birthday, you're not going to go any event. Only you must take this vaccine. Everybody can't say na joke, na joke, na joke. Now we carry can't give una. So when I say wait, Obaseki take pepper people today for Benin there. And then I go know say this man get the way today. He say he overruled the decision of the court and overruled the decision of the people. My people, we're gonna listen to this one. What they come from here.
This is not secretarial building for Sapler Road, where they call Popular Pan House. At the enforcement of no vaccine, no entry to government premises. As I do state government do the enforcement today, and since morning most of those people then they to present their vaccine certificate so that they will get access. Those one we never do will also take the vaccination, the second dose, Abby.
They say at least one.
At least once, so that you go get your certificate. If you enter government premises, as you can see, now the Popular Palm House for Sapler Road. Now you did that building that way. My Popular High Court building, they look there so to show say na Sapler Road. Now I would do right now. I will see whether you get one or two persons when I fear ask question. Like it's normal within our people, they decline this thing. Question well as then they fear like say tomorrow no day. All the entrance to this gate Now security personnel 9 day. There's no entrance at all for any corner apart from through this quarter. Well, it did difficult for people to talk because they are all civil servants. Some of them will be one taught to say they don't fit talk to me because they want to protect their job. I will say the guy will get here now emperor, as some of them even call them just now. You can see for yourself, this is not the secretariat, popularly called Palmas. You can see that people are in the gate, no entrance. If you want to enter, either you get certificate or you will get vaccinated. Now, even when state government has now so it be, another state government institution, so far so good, now so it be. But I really, Nigeria would really like to ask few questions, but people will not be willing to respond. As I try to say, they are civil servants because security of their job. Now, here Nigeria will end this matter today. My name remains leftist. I'm also we stand for Nigeria, watch for Benin City. And so we do the cutting of this matter today. Other further information will let you know.
All right, my people, you see, we try to ask them question. None of them want answer because they don't want to lose their job. They be civil servant because Gov Obaseki lock all of them for outside. He lock all of them for outside, say they're not go free enter work. They're not go work, they're not go receive salary, they're not go do anything until they take vaccine. By fire, by force, that vaccine they must take them. And so governor take talk more. And so governor not take talk him. His Excellency, the governor of Edo State. And so he take talk him. No say in the talk and that day, some people say na joke. Governor Obaseki have prevented civil servants, workers from entering into their workspace because they don't have vaccines. I never seen this one before. Two things now going to make you enter inside that workplace now. Either you get your certificate, say you don't take your vaccine, or you take a nah. Or you raise your hand, maybe they choke the needle for there. Now, then you go enter inside. Now we get our brother, Mr. Stephen Riamato. He go help us come analyze this one. Because this thing now, I don't believe saying I'm waiting me go fit talk how it go suppose be. So I go want to make our brother help us, make he help us talk this one. Make una listen to that. Make una share. Make una share the video. I beg. Share the video, make una like the video. Now only 8 likes there. We already have at least 60 people watching. So at least we are growing. Press like. Just press like. As you are joining, normally the first thing is to press like. Every day we talk about it. It now looks like some people are not even doing it deliberately. Because some of you who doesn't press the like, you must have heard me saying it, press like every day. So for you not to press it, you are not deliberately doing it. That's what it means. That's what life be. You know, the same old governor come from Europe. We go rule those states. Thumbs up, we not the feed give each other. Share our video, we not the feed one. Now the fine governor. When I want carry go Nigeria, those states we may go rule. Okay, we there here. We are looking. Now God, now God bless. Now more here from my brother, Mr. Stephen Ramato.
Yeah, I just saw a very disturbing thing online that some workers were actually stopped from going into the government-owned companies or ministries today as a result of them not having the COVID-19 what's it called, card. It's I'm really heartbroken that a man who actually went through all the court processes, got all his victories in the court process, and now one who are now, violating court processes. There's already a law or a judgment from an high court in Port Harcourt who had asked the governor to have a status quo, which means he does not have the right to force anyone in Edo State as of today to take the COVID-19 vaccine until the matter is being aired. But today, we see that the governor made a decree some few weeks back stating that from today, it will be a complete shutdown of government parastatals and all other, houses in Benin. And we thought by now he would have listened to the voice of reasoning and allowed the status quo to be while he appealed the case that is in the court. But unfortunately, because of the mind and the mentality of most of our political class, who feels they are not gods, who feel they have become demigods the day we give them our votes, we become their slaves while they become our masters. Now, he refused to listen to simple voice of reasoning, and he decided to go ahead and bow these people from going into their workplace. I want to say very clearly to those of them who actually works in the government, you all should put your heads together right now and take this guy to court. Listen, guys, I'm going to say this very clearly. I think I'm going to say it is unfortunate. It is quite unfortunate that the man that the entire Edo stood behind. It was quite unfortunate that we actually used our money to run his campaign. It's quite unfortunate that the same workers that is not treating like trash today were one of those who actually stood behind him for him to return back for the second time. I don't know if Obaseki actually understood that his political career was dead last year. His political career was already dead. His ambition of becoming the governor of Edo State was nowhere close, if not for the common Edo person. I am disheartened. I am not really happy with the way and manner is treating the Edo people. Many makes enemy because of you during the election. Many families were torn apart, believing you would do something different from every other political figures that had come to rule us. But you've just shown that every politician in Nigeria are one and the same mentality, the same thinking of boss and slaves, the same thinking of masters and servants. If you are in government today as a result of the court cases of judicial decisions that was made on your behalf, you skyrocket all through the process. Why are you not undermining a court judgment because it is not in your favor? Yesterday, I read on news that you actually revoked the CFO of Garrick Memorial. I don't know the reason why. I was coming up young, as a young boy in Edo State, and as I've made that place existing, I think the Air Force base, Air Force School was actually there before. That place had been there from time immemorial. I remembered when the late Ryan Bonki came to Benin, he had his crusade on that ground. I remember when the likes of Benin came to Benin, These are years ago, over 30 years ago. He had his crusade on that ground. I don't know what has transpired overnight that you have to now revoke the CFO. Was it because he actually gave the place to POI during this crossover from PDP to APC? Was that the reason? This vindictive politics need to end, guys. Election is over. You won the election, Mr. Governor. And by now, we expect you to come and do the right thing. Not making, life miserable for people because they did not support you during the election. I don't support nonsense. I don't support vindictive characters. I support things that are workable. We voted for you because we believed then you had what it takes to move Edo to the next level. I want to say something now. I'm a Benin boy. You all know that. I found out that except Ogbemudia, every other Benin man that have come to rule this state have failed woefully. Except Eso Ogbemudia, every other Benin man, I'm not talking Edo man, every other Benin man that have come to rule this state failed us woefully. We thought you're going to make a difference, sir. But today, you've just become the opposite. Treating Edos as if they are nobody. I think they should start electing a Benin man as a governor in Edo State. I think they should stop electing Benin men as a governor in Edo State. They should take the governorship to Esa and the North. We failed woefully in everything we do. We failed. We've completely failed. We should take sentiment or tribal wherever apart. I'm not going to support any Benin man anymore. They failed woefully. You have a lot of insecurity in Edo State. You are doing nothing. Nobody passed through Benin Uchi Road anymore. It has become a lion's den. As you are going in there, you are putting you are resting your will before you leave home. Nobody pass Benin Okada anymore. It has become the lion's den. We expect you to give us security vaccine, not COVID-19 vaccine. A vaccination to be choice. And live abroad. Even in Sweden up to now, they've not forced us to vaccine. Does it letting people know the reason why? We should start acting as if we are gods. You guys are just nobody. The truth of the matter is, I think I'm beginning to regret supporting you. That's the truth of the matter there. I think I'm beginning to regret ever staking my neck for you. I don't like, I don't eat. This is outright crazy, man. The next thing you're going to do now is to fire those people from working. And you think that's going to be the end of the problem. Not knowing that what you are doing now is going to create more insecurity in the land. Those people you just locked outside not to go into their place of work, they have children who are in schools. They have children who are doing one thing or the other. And at the end of it, you're going to end up saying, okay, if you don't have a vaccine, you are not going to get a job again, or you will not be paid salaries anymore. Then you will not create another, den of criminals in our society. Are you guys actually thinking at all? Do you guys, is you guys, when you get to that government house, is there something there that is making people not to think right anymore? That the moment people get in there, then your sense of reasoning will disappear? What the heck is wrong with you guys, man? Out saying no, we need to end godfatherism in Edo State. Okay? Now, because of the resemblance of godfatherism between Pastor Yamu and Oshomole, we came behind you. Now, we finally disrupt godfatherism in Edo State. You are creating one. You're not even a godfather, you are becoming an emperor. Because right now, you only have just one person. Because the deputy governor is not a member of the executive. I mean, of the ESCO. It's only when you're not there, it deputize on your behalf. Okay, the only guy you have there is the secretary to the state government, which is Osadenoge. Just you and Osadenoge running the show. Who do you consult before you take some of these actions? You personally run all the shows all by yourself. In a state of 4.5 million, how are you going to perform well, Mr. Governor? How are you going to perform well? There's a decision you are taking today that is taking us back. Vindictive governance is no more, in vogue in the 21st century. And that's what you are displaying, sir. It's no more in vogue. It has gone out of range. We need infrastructure. We need security. We need empowerment. Our youth are crying. There is no job in the land. Create an environment for people to come in and invest. That should be your job right now. Not forcing people to take COVID-19. Listen. I said in one of my videos, when I first spoke to you, sir, and I said in that video that, Mr. Governor, the COVID-19 already had a spiritual, religious connotations. I told you that. Coloration, sorry. You already had spiritual and religious correlations based on the conspiracy theory that be going around. The only way what the white people are doing, which we are trying to emulate, they begin to tell the people the positive side of you taking the COVID-19. It's not this way you are going about it. This is imperialistic system. It is dictatorial. It is unacceptable in a democratic setting. You can't force me to take what I don't want to take. You must explain to me the reason why I need to take it. That is the era that we are. I'm hardly happy at all with you. Many of the actions you've displayed of late, it is tantamount to good governance. You revoked Yamu's land. We said, okay, because Yamu's land was not developed in Atamaba. Fine and good, okay, we waited. Now you go to Garrick Memorial, you revoke his land. For what reason? That place has been useful to both religion and other events. You ban the use of schools for events. You ban the use of our roads for social events. Places like Garrick Memorial have been the only place that people are not being used. Today, you've banned it again. You revoke the CFO. You've taken over the place. For what? What is his offense? If he owned the land for many years, the law says you need to pay him every dime of that land. But no. For you to have done that, you use your executive power and use your executive veto and forcefully take it from them. And you think that is governance? I don't support nonsense. Listen, guys, you don't know me. If I support you, I support you because I believe, as at that point in time, you have what it takes to lead us aright. And if you make mess, I'm going to be the first that will going to come out and whip your hacks. That's what I do. I am not a political jobber. I'm getting fed up with all this trash. We spend millions upon millions of our hard-earned money to support this guy. So they are coming back there to treat us like trash? Who does that? In the first place, Mr. Governor, how many vaccines do you really have in Edo State? How many? How many vaccines do you have? How many doses of vaccine do you have? That you can say they can take off 5 million Edolites. How many? This is Harriet nonsense, guy. Listen, I don't care. You can go and revoke my CFO. I don't give a hoot. That the highest you can do is to revoke my bloody CFO. I don't give a hoot about it. I'm pissed off already. That's the highest you can do. You revoke my... I don't give a fucking hoot about it anymore. You're becoming a complete failure. Is this how you want to bring the diaspora back to Edo State?
All right, Mona, give me thumbs up, my people. Give me thumbs up. When I told like better thing, and on the press like. Give me like. I go you give una 2 minutes, Mona, take give me like. Give me like and let's move on. Give me like and let's move on. You know, no cheating. I talk as this money. I not go cheat you now, and I not cheat me. 2 minutes to give me like, then we move on. Thank you. All right, my people, you're not giving me my thumbs up. You guys have stopped again. Let's have 100 thumbs up, then we move on. Let's have 100 thumbs up, we move on. Okay, encourage us to do more for you. I don't know why some of you join us, just watch us and go. You know, share our video and give us thumbs up. That's what we need to do more for you. Okay, immediately we are round up with this video. We are coming back again with another video since morning. So we resume since 6 a.m. this morning. At least we don't ask for much. Share our videos and give us thumbs up. That's all we ask, you know. But still, you know, we have to talk before people can give us this thumbs up. All right, let's continue to listen to this. I'll break again later on. Thank you.
Fed up with all this trash. We spend millions upon millions of our hard-earned money to support this guy. So they are coming back there to treat us like trash? Who does that? In the first place, Mr. Governor, how many vaccines do you really have in Edo State? How many? How many many vaccines do you have? How many doses of vaccine do you have? That you can say they can take out 5 million Edolites. How many? This is Harriet nonsense, guy. Listen, I don't care. You can go and revoke my CFO. I don't give a hoot. That the highest you can do is to revoke my bloody CFO. I don't give a hoot about it. I'm pissed off already. That's the highest you can do. You revoke my... I don't give a fucking hoot about it anymore. You're becoming a complete failure. Is this how you want to bring the diaspora back to Edo State? To invest here? With this heart of yours? What the heck is wrong with you? Listen, I'm beginning to see that there's something wrong with Edo South governing Edo State. Lucky Benito messed up. Somebody came and fixed Lucky Benito mess. Now, you have come in again now. You are messing up the whole process. I think it's high time they stop giving power to Edo South. We should leave the power to those people that know how to use it. Edo North and Edo Central, who have what it takes to govern the state. I think Edo South is too power drunk. Listen, anybody can say whatever they want to say about this one. I don't care. I don't give a fucking hoot about it anymore. You locked the people out. You have not been able to prove to them beyond every reasonable doubt why they should have the COVID-19 vaccine. Is that how you run your government? I thought this was a democratic setting, but what I'm saying today is a civilian government, which is not different from what is happening at the federal. Because okay, so you need to keep quiet because it's your, you know, is who give a hoot about that? Who give a hoot about that? It is time you wake up, Mr. Governor. Do your fucking job. Do what you are paid to do. Do what you are elected to do. Stop being vegetative. Stop being dictatorial. Enough of this mess. The anti-grazing law is there. You've done nothing to it. The kind of energy you are putting into vaccine, I would have thought by now you would have put the same kind of energy into the S-main virus that is ravaging our people. Every time a Benin man is being killed on the highway, all you could do is to come out and make a statement that ends the fucking shit. Governor Wike is wiping the house of the federal government. Is wiping the house of the federal government on the VAT issue. You are here stopping people from coming into the house, coming into a place of work because they don't have a COVID-19 vaccine. Do know how many people that hunger are killing? Do you know how many of those that are dying of hunger virus? Do you know how many of those that are dying of SEP virus? Do you know how many of those that are dying from insecurity virus on daily basis? Do you know how many of those that are dying from poor health virus? Do you know how many maternity, rates that we are having in Edo State on daily basis? You are talking about coronavirus. How many of us only talk about the hunger virus that is ravaging the state? Why have you not actually put something in place to talk about the infant mortality rate that is rising in Edo State on daily basis, Mr. Governor? Because what you guys will not benefit from, you don't get involved in it. You only get involved in what you are going to make someone benefit from. The truth of the matter is this, guys. I think those of us living in diaspora, I think a time has come for us to start deciding that nobody in Nigeria rules us anymore. Because they are all shits. I think time has come for us to start ruling ourselves from there. The kind of power that you have, you've seen it during the last election, is a proof that when we decide on who will become the next governor, from among us, we'll make it work.
Is that true? Can we take over? If you believe on yourself and you know that we can take over, we can make decisions from diaspora and make it work. Make una share this video. Share the video, share them, give me like and share. Now we want to know if the diasporans can take over, like we are predicting, assuming, wishing. Share this video and give me like now. Now this one we want to know now if we can really do this. We have almost 300 people watching. The thumbs up, the like on this video is not encouraging. So how do we take over? Press Sam now. Press Sam. Because we're about to take over. Press the thumbs up. Press Sam. Just press it.
I think now that we in the diaspora should not vote any politician living in Nigeria anymore, particularly in Edo State. We'll decide from there. We'll come home and do our campaign. Because these guys, they don't keep to their words. I hate any man who gives me his word and turn back on his word. My word is my bond. That's who I am. My word is my bond. I hardly retrieve my word. If issues will make me to retrieve, I will have to explain to people. They know me very well. I don't make promises that I can't actually fulfill. It's already 1 year since we elected you. A few days ago, that was it's already 12th of September. Oh no, 19th of September is going to be some few days from now. It's going to be 1 year since we elected you to government. We have not seen any tangible, visible infrastructure on ground, except the one you started in your first term. Nothing. All you do is talking about doing, trying to make the system work. Fine. Even when you try to make the system work, you must also try to put infrastructure in place. Because the system is for just a few people. Less than 5% of the population of Edo actually works in the system. So if you are considered on the system in everything you do, then you are killing others who are not in the system. You are killing those that are into the private sector who will not benefit from the system, overhauling that you are doing. Look at Ekema Road today. It's still a mess. Chesame Road is still a mess. We are expecting that by now, this would have been gone. Or for you to focus your attention on the plight of the people, you are forcing them to take vaccine. Without not explaining to them all they need to know. I hate what I don't like, my brothers. I've told them before. I didn't support Obaseki because I want the political position. I said it several times. Listen, I don't give a cut about that. I supported it because that was the pendulum, where the pendulum was shifting to. That's what the Edo people needed at that time. And for Edo people, right now they are crying. I'm a voice of the voiceless. When my people cry, I want to cry out. They may not have this courage that I have. They may not have this privilege that I have to speak to power. But thank God that God gave them one in a time like this. Oga Bros, Governor, whatever decision you've made that is against the people, you have to be revoked. Otherwise, we might storm the street. And I mean it. The highest you are going to do is going to kill them. Some of us, we are ready. Enough of this mess. Do you know Edo has one state in the federation, but we have the highest number of traveled Nigerians? One state has the highest number of traveled Nigerians. Can you beat that? Can you beat that? And you guys don't care. You don't give a hoot. Nothing that you guys want to do just to help to actually take us away from this dungeon that we find ourselves. Look, Ibinodo came mess us up. Chomile came fix us back. Then you are coming again messing us up again. There is something wrong somewhere. At least until those sad people put their heads together and think with their brain. I think we should start voting anybody that comes from the South. Diaspora vibes. It is not about Obaseki. I think there is something wrong somewhere. It happened where Pastor Zayam was also in government. There was a mess under Lucky Benedion. A high rate mess. Today, we are having a repetition of the same thing again. Something is wrong somewhere. How did Tony Kabaka make his millions? Which office does Tony Kabaka own? Which job does he own? Which qualification does he own? Okay? So when we talk about people, please guys, I hate Tony Kabaka is my elder brother, okay? We are from Obi. But I would not like you guys bringing him in, because if you bring him in, I'm going to reply. So they are all the problems we're having today in Edo State. People who have no means of livelihood are becoming millionaires. So I'm not even there. I don't give a hoot about right now. What I'm talking about is this. Wherever Obaseki is doing, today, he should start thinking. Either he fix his family name or we continue to destroy his family name. This is the last chance. This is the last chance. He knows that. People have had different person. They expect you to come and do the right thing. And if you don't, there is a repercussion for it. Listen, guys, election is passed. Izeyemu was not better than Obaseki. Let me tell you something, guys. Izeyemu and Obaseki were one and the same set of people. One, their families. That's number one. Number two, Izeyemu on a private ground is a wicked guy. Get that clearly. Some of us who said no, we know him one-on-one, we know him in person. So politics aside. So you might know him from afar, just like I knew Obaseki from afar. Okay? Barrister Saudi Ogi, let me tell you something. Barrister Saudi Ogi can never come out to contest election in Edo State if Obaseki fails. I'm telling you. He can't. He can't even say it. He can't exonerate himself. He can't exonerate himself from the failure of Obaseki. Comrade Philip Shaibu cannot exonerate himself from Obaseki failure. If Obaseki fails, Philip Shaibu or Sadio Ogie will never ever rule Edo State. Human Stephen said it. Go mark this word down. We never ever, they can't exonerate themselves from it. They are one and the same people. So they draw one rope. So whatever mistake that was being made by Obaseki today, we will rub on the two of them, the two major principals of this government. You get it now? So that's the truth, guys. So whatever it is, Obaseki, that you think you're doing now, I don't know who's giving advice. I think they're giving you very wrong advice. A very awkward one at that. I want you, sir, as a matter of urgency, to reverse whatever decision you are making because it's going to boomerang. The workers, listen guys, don't keep quiet. We are living in a system that is operated by law. Sue is asked in the court of law. If at the end of the month they refuse to pay you, let him go to court. I know they're not going to obey the court judgment, but when he leaves power, he will be remembered and will be judged for it. This trash in Edo needs to stop. Edo must rise up. We must stand firm and defend our land. We are an oil producing state, but yet we look like a civil servant state. Go to Padai Court. Go to Delta State. Go to other oil producing states in Nigeria. And then you see some level of development. We have none here. No flyover. They say we don't need flyover. I don't know why. Everything is just in disarray. And we thought, as a guy who has actually traveled around, as a guy who had, listen guys, this guy is actually the first guy to really do that have a business of his own. That actually built a business from the scratch. There are many things that made us to believe that it's going to be different. But I think we actually judged wrong. Absolute power corrupt absolutely. I think that's what we are seeing today. A man who thinks he knows it all. The end result is always a failure. There's no Mr. Know It All. We have a level that we need to go in whatever we do. You're proving you know it all. The end result is what we are seeing today. It is disheartening. It is painful. The people that support you are not the first you need to whip around. Do the needful, Mr. Governor. Save your face. Save Edo from the mess you're about to put Edo into. The idiot VC now. The idiot VC of Uniben. Say if you can't pay your school fees when you're expected to pay school fees, you're going to pay 20,000 naira addition. For goodness sake, I don't even know the rationale behind the way our leader think in Nigeria. Guys, I can't even explain the way our leaders think in this country. If my mom or my dad could not pay 46,000 naira within the stipulated time because of economic hardship, and when the time now elapses, you not expect the one that could not pay within the time frame to now pay additional 20,000. How does that actually make sense to a normal human being, a man with sense? How does that statement I just made now make sense? Person will not get money to take pay. You just say if my mama get money to pay school fees, you know, we'll pay her first day of resumption. Why would she keep the money when she knows it is a thing that she must do? Guys, why would she keep my school fees when she knows whether she pays it or not? Now she's going to pay it one day. If she has the money, I am sure she would have done the payment the very day I am taking my bag going back to school. I have younger ones. But sometimes the finances are not there. So if my mom could not pay my school fees when she ought to have done it, now at the time she now finally gather all her money she used in selling all her products, wherever she says, to train me in school, then you will not force her to pay additional 20,000. Who know if he pay 46,000? How you want to pay 20,000? You see the way our leaders are thinking. That's why I said today, the problem of Nigeria today is not the political class alone. Everybody in Nigeria has a problem. Look at that woman. They say man not good. May they give Nigeria women a chance. Woman a VC. They gave this one because of Alele Williams, performance. Then they say put she can't wash past even the men. He says for her to go back on her word, she will resign. That was what she said this morning. Say for her to go back on her words, she will resign. Why do we have tyrants all around Edo State? Why do we have everybody in the corridor of power? They are all tyrants. All of them, they are tyrants. They are all tyrants. Edo State now, how many weeks now? When local government, months now local government don't come out, they not conduct election. What is wrong with these people? Obaseki, they elected you. How do you think Buhari decided to make when that una tenure finish? He say Obaseki gather from there, no election Edo. He now put one person among una, make it the rule una. How do you think that works? I shame for uno, shame for una. Is it true, mother? I shame for uno, shame for una. I'm disheartened. I'm not happy. I believe that Obaseki gets this video. Like I said, if you like, go revoke my CFO. That's the highest you can do. Nothing more than that. And if you revoke a CFO of a man like me, I think you will lose 90% of the diasporas. I can promise you that. As far as the diaspora is concerned today, I'm one guy that actually had the balls to speak to corridor of power. That's one thing you will know. Treat the people well. Don't treat them as if they are less privileged, they are unimportant. I've not said anything bad right now. I might come for worse if this persists. I told you guys during the election, I will support you, but the day you start messing up, I'll be the first to come out and hit you hard. I stand by my word. I stand by every word that I said during the election, and I'm making sure those words will come to pass.
I don't come again, no. My people, how far? How now they feel now? I say Governor Obaseki locked them for outside. In case you never see that video, make a plan for now. He lock all of the for outside. Say if you not take vaccine, you know the entire work. Either you bring your hand, raise her up, now maybe they show the needle put, or you bring the certificate with offer to take. If not, you know the entire house. Some of you just joining us right now. If you have not seen it, I'll put it on the screen for you.
This is not secretarial building for Sapler Road, where they call Popular Pan House. At the enforcement of no vaccine, no entry to government premises. As I do state government do the enforcement today, and since morning most of those people then they to present their vaccine certificate so that they will get access. Those one we never do will also take the vaccination, the second dose, Abi.
Say at least one.
At least once, so that you go get your certificate. You feel enter government premises. As you can see, now the Popular Palm House for Sapler Road. Now you did that building that way. My Popular High Court building, they look there so to show say na Sapler Road. Now I will do right now. I will see whether you get one or two persons when I fear ask question.
All right, my people, if you want to call in, you can call in right now. I'm going to take 4 calls because I'm coming back straight away. Only 4. If not, I wanted to go, but let me take 4. What's your take? What do you think about this decision? Do you think Governor Obaseki is already acting like a dictator? If you think so, call in now. Let me hear from you. Anybody who's going to call in, remember, it's only 1 minute. 1 minute you're going to speak because I'm rushing. 1 minute, only 5 people, and it's going to be for 5 minutes. 1 minute. If not, I'll cut you off. I'm waiting. If not, if I wait for 30 seconds, nobody call, I don't come out. To be honest, because I'm coming back again the next 5 minutes. 30 seconds. 30 seconds. My 30 seconds is already counting. Una want you hear my bang now. Now they look. 30 seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. If you're calling in, call now. Call now. Call now. Give me like. Share the video. Give me like and share the video. Governor Obaseki is gradually becoming a dictator in Edo State. So, for me, I never want to address that one now. I don't think I address that since. So, I'm giving you all the time to address it yourself. What do you think? I spent almost 4 hours today addressing it, which is very wrong. The way Governor Obaseki is treating the people right now, I don't even understand. I don't know if I should be blaming him, if I should be blaming the people that are suffocating him, or if he's the one suffocating himself. What is happening? He's not talking to us. He's not communicating. We don't know what is happening. There's no signing of the open grazing. He's not doing it. He's not telling us why he's not doing it. Nothing. There's no communication whatsoever. So we cannot continue with this, my people. Hello. Good evening to you. Your name and where you're calling us from? Hello.
I'm calling from Spain, Solomon.
Okay, brother Solomon, talk to me now. Only 1 minute to get. Go ahead. Go straight. Be concise. Go straight. Hello.
Just waiting.
Your line not good though. I want to pick somebody else. Oh, your line is not friendly at all. Your network. Turn down your system. Simon, is it the first time you are calling this show?
I don't turn up.
Then go ahead. You have already, in fact, Simon, you are not ready. I'm sorry. I think we need to speak to somebody else. When you are ready, you call us back. I'm sorry. Hello. Good evening to you. Your name and where you are calling us from.
Hello?
Hello, sir. Talk to me. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Steve. My name is Steve, by the way, from Sweden.
Okay, Mr. Steve, go ahead. 1 minute. Go ahead.
It's good for all those people when they say they don't enter government house, so say because they don't take vaccine. For me, it's good for them. Why I say good for them? As anybody they complain about Obaseki, say they still go for protest. Now those ones they're not going to come outside.
Don't mind them.
They're not going to come out.
You are right.
Government now say that only your workers in one fair the pepper, more you all leave them in pepper there. Because now they go there, you talk anything about government for where they did, you go to pay them for because they benefit 15,000
Exactly.
15,000 a month.
For that one, I support you, my brother. I just support you.
I know your blame.
May they leave them. May they leave them for outside. You know everything I talk, my brother. May they did there for the next 7 days. May they all did there. May they did there.
They not complain when they don't even be there.
All right, thank you, my brother. We got to go now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, my people. I guess I'll let that call off it now because I'm rushing. Just join me in 5 minutes. You're seeing my face again in 5 minutes, please. Oh God. Hello, talk to me. Your name and where you're calling us from, my brother. You're calling back again. Talk to me just for 1 minute. 1 minute. Go ahead.
Yes, my brother. This is so disheartening, my brother.
Yes, sir.
When this man is disappointed to people. Look, let me tell you, we can't say because these people cannot protest. Don't wear Aaron my boy you can imagine this kind of human being. These people, they know why they are afraid to come out when you call them to protest. They are trying to protect their job somehow. So we can't just say because they don't come out, they should treat them anyhow. No, this man is just disappointing us in every corner of governance. It's just disappointing people. I am so pissed off right now.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. Now what I go give a time when I take talk for the next broadcast for now contribute. In fact, for those of you that want to contribute on this particular one, let's do it as a carryover. Okay? You call on the next broadcast when we're done with that. Then we'll now talk about everything together because everything that we're doing today, almost all of them are affiliated with each other. So we're still going to talk about it. The next broadcast right now is still going to be for Governor Obaseki. In fact, the state of Edo State, now we want to talk about now because the situation of Edo State right now is unbearable, is unacceptable. We don't know if the governor is gradually becoming a dictator. I'm not going to say that yet. I'm not going to give him that title yet or a name. But now we are confused. All Edo people are confused all over the world. We don't know what is going on. Let's take it from there. Oh, we have, oh God. Okay. My two for you, they ring at the same time. Maybe they talk, say, we can carry them over. Eh? God. Hello, Mr. Andrew Omofoma, you want to talk to me? You're on speaker.
Yeah, hello, good evening, Sebi.
Good evening. Good evening, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm watching your program. It's so fortunate. Even in Italy, the Western world will not be forced not to go to work.
Okay.
Without having this COVID-19 vaccine, but it's so fortunate the governor is taking it so far. Like you already know, we all told them that this governor is not going to do anything.
So are you not saying your principal would have been the best?
Much for him. In all ramifications, if I say I'm disappointed, it's an understatement. I'm not disappointed. I knew that this was what he's going to do.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you, sir.
That's my candid submission.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
I'm just saying that it's just what we voted in, and we should bear the brunt. But we must put our voice on the line to curtail excesses. That's what I'm going to do henceforth.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah.
Hello, talk to me, your name and where you're calling us from. Good evening to you. Go ahead, 1 minute. Turn down your system.
Hello.
Good evening, sir. Turn down your system. Turn down your system.
Hello.
Go ahead, sir. I can hear you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okay.
Turn down your system, sir. Oh, I'm sorry. Call back. I'm done. Thank you very much, my people. Join me in 5 minutes. Join me 5 minutes. If you don't turn down your system, I cut you off. I'm not rude, but we should understand the rules by now. If you are calling into the live broadcast, then immediately we picked your call, turn down the gadget you are using to watch us. Thank you very much, my people. Join me in 5 minutes. See you soon.